Have you ever felt it? That primal, ice-cold certainty that you are not alone, even when a room is empty. It's a feeling that defies logic, a whisper from the shadows that our modern world tries so hard to ignore. But here, we don't ignore it. We lean in. We listen. Join me as I dive headfirst into the creepiest clips, the most chilling testimonies, and the most haunted encounters ever documented for FearFest. The question isn't just what we'll find in the darkness, but whether I, and you, can make it through the night without getting completely and utterly freaked out. Welcome to FearFest. This isn't just a collection of scary stories, it's a curated journey to the very edge of belief. It's a place where the fragile boundaries between our reality and the supernatural become thin, porous, and ultimately begin to blur into something unsettling. The scares you're about to witness aren't born from fiction. They are rooted in real experiences, in documented events, and in the bone-chilling accounts of those who have stared into the abyss and felt it stare back. In this extended investigation, we are pushing the known limits of fear. We will be exploring the darkest, most forbidden corners of the paranormal world. We won't just recount the tales, we will dissect them. We'll walk the haunted halls of infamous locations, places like the Stanley Hotel, where spectral echoes of the past still check in but never leave. We'll unbox the history of cursed objects, items so saturated with malevolence they are kept under lock and key, like the dreaded Dybbuk box. We will analyze the evidence, from grainy photographs that capture more than was there, to electronic voice phenomena, disembodied whispers caught on digital recorders speaking from the other side. We'll delve into legendary cases of poltergeist activity, like the Enfield haunting, weighing the arguments of skeptics against the terrifying experiences of the families who lived through them. We'll even sift through the conflicting timelines and cultural impact of the Amityville horror, a story that has haunted the public consciousness for decades. This is a deep dive into the things that go bump in the night, the apparitions caught in the corner of your eye, and the oppressive silence that follows an unexplained noise. So, turn down the lights, check that the doors are locked, though I doubt that will help. Get ready for a night of profound chills, heart-pounding thrills, and very, very possibly, a few sleepless nights to come. The fest is about to begin. The unknown has always fascinated us. It is a primal magnetic force, pulling at the edges of our perception, sparking our imagination, and simultaneously fueling our deepest, most instinctual fears. Since the dawn of humanity, we have gathered around fires, telling stories of the shadows that dance just beyond the light. We've crafted myths and legends to explain the rustle in the leaves, the whisper on the wind, the feeling of being watched when we are utterly alone. This fascination is a paradox, a blend of terror and profound curiosity. It's the engine of discovery and the source of our nightmares. We are drawn to the precipice of what we cannot comprehend, peering into the abyss and wondering what might be staring back. It is in these moments, in these liminal spaces between the world we know and the one we can only guess at, that we feel most alive. The thrill of the unknown is a powerful, addictive sensation, a reminder that the map of our reality still contains vast, uncharted territories. It's the unseen, the unexplained, and the eerie that truly draws us in. The unseen is the power of suggestion, a floorboard creaking upstairs in an empty house, a fleeting shadow glimpsed in your peripheral vision. Your mind races to fill the void, often conjuring images far more terrifying than any monster you could actually see. It's the fear of what be there. Then, there is the unexplained. This is the direct challenge to our rational world. A door slamming shut with no draft, a voice calling your name from a silent room, an object levitating in defiance of gravity. These events shatter our understanding of physics, of cause and effect. They suggest that the rules we live by are fragile, and that another set of rules, ancient and incomprehensible, can assert itself at any moment. This is not just fear, it is a fundamental crisis of reality. And finally, the eerie. The eerie is a more subtle, creeping dread. It's the feeling of wrongness, a familiar place that suddenly feels alien, a silence that is too loud, a doll that seems to watch you. It is the failure of presence or the failure of absence. You hear a cry where there should be nothing, or you see a room that should be occupied but is unnervingly empty. This feeling burrows deep, making us question not just what's real, but the very fabric of our sanity. As we delve into the collection of creepy clips and haunted encounters gathered for you tonight, you will find yourself on the edge of your seat. Each piece of footage is a puzzle, a fragment of a story that defies easy answers. You will be the investigator, the witness, and perhaps the victim. You'll be left wondering what will happen next, questioning the authenticity of what you see, and wrestling with the chilling possibility that it might all be real. The fear of the unknown is a powerful, universal language. It speaks to a part of us that logic cannot touch. It reminds us that for all our science and technology, we are still vulnerable creatures in a vast, mysterious cosmos. Tonight, we are not running from that fear. We are embracing it head-on. We invite you to lean in, to listen closely to the silence between the sounds, and to stare unflinchingly into the darkness. Welcome to the precipice. Try not to fall. Fearfest isn't just about scares, it's about the mystery, the suspense, and the thrill of the unknown. Every clip, every story, every encounter has a way of making us feel like we're right there, experiencing the terror firsthand. So, let's get started on this journey into the heart of darkness. From creepy abandoned asylums to haunted mansions, we'll explore the most terrifying places on Earth. You'll see ghostly apparitions, unexplained phenomena, and spine-chilling encounters that will leave you breathless. One of the most haunted places in the world is the Stanley Hotel, where Stephen King got the inspiration for The Shining. Guests and staff have reported strange occurrences, from children laughing and playing to ghostly apparitions in the hallways. Imagine walking through those doors, feeling the chill of the unknown. The Annabelle doll, a creepy toy with a dark history, is another infamous haunted object. Its supposed ability to move on its own has sparked fear in many, and its story is a chilling reminder that some things are better left unexplored. Just looking at it gives me the chills. But what really happened at the Enfield poltergeist case? It's one of the most well-documented and fiercely debated cases of paranormal activity in history. The year is 1977. In a modest council house in North London, the Hodgson family's life is about to be turned upside down by a force they cannot see and an entity they cannot understand. It began simply enough. Peggy Hodgson, a single mother, was tucking her children into bed when they complained of shuffling furniture in their shared bedroom. At first, she dismissed it, but the disturbances grew. Loud, rhythmic knocking echoed from the walls. Chests of drawers slid across the floor on their own. The activity seemed to focus on her two daughters, 11-year-old Janet and 13-year-old Margaret. Soon, the phenomena escalated from strange noises to outright physical assaults. Toys and other objects would fly across the room, seemingly thrown by an invisible hand. Desperate, the family sought help, and the case attracted paranormal investigators Maurice Grosse and Guy Lyon Playfair from the Society for Psychical Research. They arrived armed with tape recorders and cameras, determined to document every moment. What they captured was astonishing. Over 30 hours of audio recordings cataloged a chilling progression. The entity began to communicate, speaking through young Janet in a deep, gravelly voice that was utterly unlike her own. It claimed to be Bill Wilkins, a man who had died in the house years earlier. The investigators, along with journalists and even a police constable, witnessed events that defied explanation. Janet was reportedly thrown from her bed and levitated. The voice of Bill Wilkins would recount details of his life and death, details later corroborated by his surviving son. To believers, this was irrefutable proof of a genuine haunting, a disembodied spirit interacting with the living world. The sheer volume of witness testimony and recorded evidence made Enfield a landmark case for psychical research, but where there are believers, there are always skeptics. Critics were quick to point out inconsistencies. They argued that the girls, particularly Janet, were simply clever pranksters seeking attention. Video evidence captured Janet bending spoons and hiding the tape recorder. She herself later admitted to faking about 2% of the phenomena, stating she did it to see if the investigators would catch them, and because she felt immense pressure to perform when nothing was happening. This admission cast a long shadow of doubt over the entire case. Could two young girls truly orchestrate such a complex and terrifying hoax for over a year? Could they fake the gruff masculine voice for hours on end without damaging their vocal cords? Or was it a mixture of both? A genuine haunting, perhaps embellished by children caught in a media storm? The story of a family terrorized by a malevolent spirit is a harrowing reminder that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. The sounds, the movements, the unexplained events, it's a case that still baffles experts and divides opinion to this day, leaving us to wonder what truly lurks in the shadows of our homes. And then there's the terrifying clip from the Amityville Horror, where a family experiences unexplainable and terrifying events in their home. The eerie atmosphere, the strange noises, and the feeling of being watched make this clip a standout. You can almost feel the presence closing in around them. The final clip I want to share with you is perhaps the most terrifying of all. A home security camera captures a figure slowly making its way up the stairs towards a young child. The slow, deliberate movement, the complete disregard for the child's safety, it's a scene that will haunt your dreams. The most memorable moments from tonight's Fear Fest have left us on the edge of our seats, questioning what's real and what's just a trick of the mind. From haunted places to creepy objects, we've explored the darker side of the paranormal. So, what was your favorite scary moment from tonight's video? Let me know in the comments below. If you're craving more Fear Fest action, check out my other video, where we dive into even more creepy clips and haunted encounters.